Hello. Oh, where's my... Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just came back from the... Oh! I was gonna say I just came back from the bathroom. I left my water. Hold on. Alrighty. I'm here. Let's get this show on the road. It's so weird and awkward for me to talk without my headset on. Like, I'm very used to... At this point in my streaming career, I need the headset on and I need the glasses on. It's like some kind of weird, I don't know. Like, I feel like something's missing if I start the stream without those on. Anyways, welcome into Dark. Welcome in. Missed a day. Rough. But, I'm sure you'll probably catch up. That's alright. Did you get to see the Doki Doki Literature Club reference the other day? On Friday? I don't remember what day it was. Oh. There we go. Just a second. Why is this not... Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. So, let me see if I can explain what happened. I'm gonna try not to see... Oh. Try not to see too much of Chapter 5. But we are on the last chapter. But you did, and you had a good laugh about it? Nice. Nice. That was the most direct Doki Doki parody I've ever seen. But, there's 5 chapters in the game. We're on Chapter 5. So, the gist of it, in Chapter 4, Chapter 3, our pal Luis here joined the piano club. Super cool. We've been kind of neglecting our friendship with that's embarrassing. Anyways, we've been neglecting our friendship with our BFF here. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name for some reason. It begins with an S. And in Chapter 4, we have... Oh wait, no, not Luis. Nicole, sorry. Okay, so... Nicole is the class president. I mean... Today's not my day. I need, like, a PDF that just shows me exactly the name of all the characters. Nicole Loxamana. I remember her name, last name is Loxamana. I don't remember the first names for some reason. But the gist of it, our BFF we've been neglecting. We've been spending more time with our girl crush. Our girl crush joined the piano club. We were talking with the class president about how strange it is that we've been having these deja vu moments. We go into the science room and she's like, I have a theory. No, that theory, it can't be true. And we're like, what is it? And she's like, oh, well, no, but it's not true. But maybe. But I don't know. And then we're like, why don't you just tell us? And she's like, well, I can't. It's dumb. Is it? No, wait. Surely. And she just never really tells us, so... She has some kind of hypothesis. Whether or not Mark knows what the hypothesis is, it's kind of vague. But we have been instructed by the class president, specifically not to tell anybody about the deja vu moments, but definitely to report back to the class president should we happen to notice someone having a deja vu moment. We went dress shopping for prom with our best friend. She didn't quite pick out a dress. She had some kind of behavior that's a little concerning to me. I feel like her home life is a little bit on the rougher side. She spending a lot of time away from home. Her parents are wondering where she is because she's supposed to show up already. Her brother texted us. We had the option whether or not to tell her brother where she is, and we told her. We told the brother where she is, and then her brother came and dragged her off. So, kind of rough there. Here's where the brother picked her up. We spent Christmas Eve by ourselves for a bit. We had a reflection on Mark's family, as Mark's family went off to a different country in order to send money back for him to live his life. The parents were under a lot of debt, and they were forced to go overseas to pay for Mark's life in the Philippines. So this is the Christmas Eve alone reflection of what happened in the past. Then we got invited by our crush's family to go spend Christmas with them, so we spent Christmas with our crush's family. And then our crush was talking about how it was very strange because it seems like we've met before. Our crush is like, oh, it's strange. I had this feeling when I met you like I already knew you. Which is how we felt about her. So we reported that to the class president, and that's kind of where chapter 4 ended. So that's pretty much what happened on Saturday. But today, I hear conflicting statements. I hear that chapter 5 is only an hour long. I've also seen thumbnail videos saying that it's like 3 hours long, so I'm not really sure exactly how long we're going to be in this, but today we should be able to be finished. But I have also heard that this game is longer than you think. So I'm not sure whether or not people are just saying that because the game is 5 chapters and kind of long, or if they're saying that maybe there's something more. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll do our best to get through it today. Alright, and I'm drinking water, so hopefully that'll wake my brain up a little bit. Oh, hold on. Unfortunately, I have to grab my dinner. Sorry. Hold on. I will be right back. Give me just a second. It's kind of rough. I didn't expect dinner to be ready this early. If I knew it was going to be this early, I would have started a little later. Okay, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Sorry. Hold on. Hello. Welcome into Luden, Appy, and Mandy. Welcome in. Sorry guys. Dinner appears to have arrived. Tonight is Kahlua Pig Quesadilla. Very good. Unfortunately, I can't exactly predict when dinner is gonna arrive, and this dinner's very greasy. So unfortunately, I will have to take a quick break. I know we literally just started, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat as fast as possible. I'm gonna put on something for you guys to look at for like 2 seconds. But I'll be right back. So sorry, guys. I don't even know what VOD this is. I should probably like stockpile some more VODs for us to watch. Like I have the Final Fantasy stuff, but I don't even know if I want to watch the Final Fantasy. You guys want to watch Callisto Protocol? I'm just gonna hope I don't name drop myself like in the middle of the old recordings. Oh yeah, take a look. It's the old. So I used to draw. I used to draw start screens for every game. I don't really do that anymore, but yeah. Is this the old song? Is there even music? Oh, did I not have music all the way back then?
Really difficult.
Oh, I don't think I did.
So, the new game plan, first off, it's a multiple parter.
I'm afraid of what I'm going to say, actually. Now, whatever. If I say something crazy, I'll just cut it out of the VOD. It's fine. Anyways. Right. I'll be right back. I'll be real quick, and then we'll get right back to it. Hold on.
Danny, traitor. Can you feel me aiming at you, Danny? Can you feel this light, Danny? Aspen says, I mean, they're from the same dev, right? Kind of. I think it was like the mastermind or one of the masterminds behind the original Dead Space. He went on to this studio to help make this game, but yeah, I don't know. Could be a reference. I mean, this whole game is kind of a reference to Dead Space in a way. A spiritual successor, if you will. Until the actual remake came out. I'm about to be hit by a random. I can feel it. Oh, no? Okay. Gatehouse Power Station. Nice. I'm so glad that we're getting more bullets now. The melee combat is... It's okay, but... shooting is so much better, you know? I want to see the mask come up. Look. Don't do this to me. I want to see it. I want to see it. There it is. Okay. I saw exactly what I wanted to see. Let's move on. Turn around. Every now and then, something. Loser. Got him. Not even scared. Never been afraid a day in my life. Oh, keep this area clean. And there's trash. Typical.
Need to get through those gates.
What even is this? Is it a security checkpoint or for prisoners? Is there just no stuff? Unlock the security room with a fuse. Hello. Can I kill him now? Let's get it over with. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How do I... No, that's not what I wanted. Oh. It's fine. Doesn't even matter anymore. Don't open. Thank you. Okay, I know the fuse is on that side. I just want to make sure we got everything. We're good. We are good. Absolutely Gucci. Alright, we unlocked the security gates. Free stuff. And, oh, free stuff. And, yeah, I guess we'll just continue on.
Got it.
God, what? What happened? Oh. Okay. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Nice. No? Never mind. Thought it opened. Don't open, don't open, don't open. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Oh damn, I've been dropping frames today. Explore the power station. Hopefully my frames will fix with the new apartment. Gotta move this weekend. What? Are you... Oh.
How do they get in there?
Yeah, what the hell? Okay. Okay. You know, as long as we don't touch them, we're all good, you know? Oh. Yeah. hear another one. Oh, baby. It's a big one. Oh, I can't grip it! Hold on. Loser. He's got a little... Oh! I really got distracted by commenting on a alien's penis. Was literally about to make a comment about how he's got like a little nub. And then I got shot, and then I died. So it's, that's a first for me. Yeah, I think this is the second. I think it's my second death. That one was kind of pathetic, though. I can't even lie. Oh, hello. I'll just stay further away. Further away from the fans of Doom. But yeah, you see, look at that. You see that little nub that guy's got? Cool death animation though. Yeah, true. I'm not usually a fan of gore, but that was pretty cool. Getting chopped to bits. Damn, the grip is kind of... It's kind of useful. I should have got that upgrade earlier. Oh. Can I touch something on here? Also, you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but can you see that? The characters here, is that Korean? I know the camera's shaking, but that's Korean, isn't it? Is that like L5 in Korean? Test 5. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been noticing some like Korean symbols, but I didn't know what they mean.
I made it to the second control room.
Took you long enough. Ready when you are.
Also, I'm surprised that you could see that. That was like hard to read. Like, I feel like even if I knew what I was, like all the Korean characters, I think even I would have a hard time. And I'm playing this on a TV. I can like barely see it when the screen's shaking. Oh, here we go.
UJC printing for all your needs.
I am going to buy as much as I can. Actually, let me sell this. And then we will... No! I'm a little bit short of the next energy upgrade. Actually, you know what? Let's sell the skunk gun. Ammo. Then we'll buy it here. Aspen says, had to squint my eyes a bit. I was straining.
Have a united day.
Absolutely straining on that one. Okay. We got a new grip upgrade. Snow's looking pretty cool. It's like coming out of the wall, but pretty cool. Pretty cool.
On
But-
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'll pull the snowcat around. Meet you outside.
Yeah, you better.
Can you imagine if she heard that? You better. What? What did you say? What? Chocolate? Chocolate? I love chocolate. That was a goated SpongeBob episode. SpongeBob episode. I gotta
Okay, I'm back. Kind of.
figure out how to move my mouth properly.
All right, so real Taku back, or current date Taku, I guess. That was me like 2 years ago. Sorry, my eye itches. But anyway, sorry, no koi fish this time at Luden. No koi fish this time. I was kind of eating a little off camera, but I ate as quick as I could. I finally finished dinner. Probably have a little bit of indigestion, but that's totally fine. We just need to get the ball rolling here, so sorry about the abrupt dinner. Feel free to name drop yourself and just cut it out of the VOD. No, never. And it's weird to hear Taku called Appy Aspen. Back in the day, at this point, I just call him Appy. I don't know what else to say. It feels wrong to say Aspen. But anyway, I'm back. So good news, kind of. Bad news, good news. While I was eating, I was looking at the wall. I mean, and the stream, but I noticed a spider on my wall. The bad news, kind of. The good news, question mark, is that, well, okay, sorry, more bad news. I've been getting these weird bites. Usually when I get like mosquito bites, it's like one dot. It's like one dot, it gets a little puffy and then it goes away. It just itches a little bit. But lately, like a couple days ago and like 3 months ago or so, I got one bite on my leg like 3 months ago. That bite, it started out looking like a mosquito bite and then it turned like really huge and splotchy. So it was like the center was like a mosquito bite, but all around it was just like this splotchy redness. And a few days ago, I got a similar thing, but like on my stomach. So it's probably not a mosquito bite. It's like what I assume to be a spider bite. But it's like a small black spider. It's no larger than like a dime. It's pretty small. But my guess is maybe that's what's been biting me this whole time. So anyway, I took a little bit longer than I anticipated because I had to grab a paper towel and just like slap it against the wall. It's dead now, thankfully. And hopefully I don't have these weird bites anymore. So, but yeah, my guess is that the spider's probably like crawling on me while I'm sleeping. Well, what was that saying? You swallow like 2 spiders a year or something, or 2 spiders in your lifetime, something like that, while you're sleeping. Anywho, yeah, I don't know what kind though. It was small. Luden's grossed out as well though. It's so gross, dude. I hate spiders. And Mandy says that is so not true. Spiders do not go crawling into our mouths, and if they did, I swear we'd notice. What about like the daddy long legs ones? The ones with like that they're like hair basically. Like one dot with like little legs. What about those? Who's to say? I bet they're crunchy. I don't want to think about it either. But anyways. There we go. Had to reset my model. All right. Now we can finally get the stream started for real. For real. For real, for real, for real. We're getting started now. The only thing that sucks about eating and then streaming immediately after is that my my throat's all coated. Mark, are you awake yet? Breakfast ready, sweetie. Come while it's hot. Sure, man. Alright, hopefully we'll finish chapter 5 tonight. That's it. What the hell was that noise? Keep going, okay? Kinda freaky. You can do this. I'm right here, sweetie. Me waking up in the morning. You have work to do today, sweetie. Hop to it. What if I don't wanna? What? Huh? I just realized I still have the eating dialogue there. Okay. Alright. Christmas homecoming. Happy New Year, Mark. Today's the club audition, right? Good luck, son. Make your mom proud. You could show her a video, maybe. I'm sure she'd love to see you play. You got this. $3,000 AED. Whatever currency that is. Knock 'em dead, son. Thanks for using our service, the Fast Remit team. Very cool. I still have some time to squeeze in some practice. It's now or never. Brother Mark, you should have been squeezing in practice well before this point. Let's see. Do I start with exercise booklets from Elise? Or should I jump straight to wedding day? Please practice your arpeggio for this piece. Sad face. This is it, the piece I'm performing. Let's see, 125 beats per minute in 4/4. Not yet. I want to look around the room first. I could use this. Elise let me borrow it. She said it'll help with my tempo. Oh. I thought this was a bottle of alcohol for a second. How does this thing work again? I remember you whined something. It's this. I mean, I don't remember how to use these, but, something like that. I don't remember. Oh, is this all there is to see here? Can I go outside? Hold on, this is my last chance to practice. Am I sure I don't need to do at least one? Let's keep practicing. Okay. The sounds of dogs barking all night would drive me nuts, dude. Oh. Oh, you can shift these around. One of the classics of all time, but this one's not to be underestimated. It's 85 beats per minute and in 3/4 time. Sorry, my throat is very not well. Which is the one that... What is this? Nicole's piece, why not? It's not difficult, but it's not easy either. Tempo is 70 beats per minute and then 4/4 time. Okay, so let's try to set this first. So 70 beats per minute in 4/4 time. There we go. At that age, how could she have written this? Tempo is 70 beats per minute, 4/4. Sure. Let's practice. Oh no, dude. What is this DDR? Bruh. This is long. I mean, beautiful song. Oh, nice. Oh, I didn't expect that. Playing the piano with your feet, nice. What can I say? I'm just that talented. And it's Friday Night Funkin'. Kojima would approve, thank you. Don't mind my, I changed my, my glasses keybinds are attached to my arrow keys, which is why they change every time I, try to do this, so. But yes, too focused or too confused. I'm very confused. But it's okay. 'Cause we're making progress, at least. Okay, do I have to do them all? How many of these do I need to do? A popular beginner's practice. 120 beats per minute in 3/4. Sure. I guess we'll just do them all. Why not? Oh my. Oh. I think that was all perfect. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure that was 100% perfect. Maybe I could go for one more. Sure. Alright. There's like 5 of these, but... Which one are we supposed to do? A little bit of Cerny won't hurt. Should be a piece of cake. Let's see, 112 beats per minute and then 3/4 time. Sure. Why not? We're already here. Claps, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Luden. What can I say? I'm that guy. when I was young, I was required to play an instrument and do a sport every year. And at one point I did piano. I think I stopped when I was like 10 though. $12? I don't remember what age I was. I don't know if it's good character... Damn it, I just missed the last one. I don't know if it's good character development for me to just, like, have an instrument and a sport to play every year, or if it's just bad. I mean, I guess, what does it matter? I'm already past it, but... That wasn't so bad, I think. Was it, though? Sure. This is it, the piece I'm performing. Let's see, 125 beats per minute and in 4/4 time. Sure. And then by the time I got to high school, the band teacher took himself... Hold on. I didn't expect it to be this hard. I want to speak, damn it! Let me speak! Anyway, I was gonna say that the band teacher at my high school, he took band way too seriously. It sucked all the fun out of it. And he would throw like a tantrum every year. Kind of. Like an adult tantrum. I thought it was kind of manipulative. But, like, he would accuse us of not caring enough. And then he would walk off and try to make us feel bad about not trying hard enough or something. Which, to be fair, we probably weren't trying hard enough. But, for him to tantrum out on kids in an attempt to get us to care more is kind of manipulative in my opinion. Anyways, but yeah, I hated it. I have a vague memory of like having the mindset that like, I mean, I feel like normal people, they work hard on something like that and they feel like, you know, once they get to perform their piece, they're like, wow, I can't believe that all my hard work paid off. I don't really get that, at least for like band, I didn't get that. So pretty much any time we'd like do a performance, I'd sit with myself at the end and just be like, wow, I really spent like 80 hours after school working on this for this moment. What a massive, colossal waste of my time. And then I was like a million times happier after I quit. I hated band. But I think more than anything, I hated what it turned people into. I feel like the manipulation by the teacher got everybody to take it way too serious. So everybody, like, even classmates would kind of like turn on each other about not taking it seriously enough. I was very firmly of the mindset that like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Even if we did it perfectly, I'm not gonna feel like very accomplished by the end of it. I'm just gonna feel like I wasted my time, you know? Not to say that I'd intentionally be bad for the sake of other people, I don't want to bring them down, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like getting on other people for not paying enough attention. You know what I mean? So, but I was a bit more of a band geek in middle school, but by high school, the teacher in high school kind of soured me on band, so I didn't really want to be a part of it. After my sophomore year of high school, I was like, I'm done. And even the band teacher, like, he called me into his office and he was like, I see you're not signed up for band next year. And I'm like, yeah. He was like, so you're quitting? And I was like, yep. He was like, okay. I don't really know what the intent behind that conversation was, but yeah, I didn't care. I was out. But no, I didn't play trumpet. I played saxophone. So it was it's fun for a time, but after a while, it's like I like music's nice. Hanging out with your friends is cool. Like I liked the friends I made through band. But I didn't like what band turned people into. People in my high school would treat band like the military, and it's not anywhere close to that serious. It's literally high school band, so the idea that they would take it that serious is pretty baffling to me. So I was like, I don't want any part of this. But yeah, the reads in my reads are pretty nasty though. Not gonna lie, they were pretty gross. I think they started to get like a little greenish mold at one point. So, anywho, but yeah, those instruments are pretty nasty too. They like collect spit, so you have to like take a swab cloth and like swab out the spit. Keep in mind that the saxophone's not like yours. It's like a rental, like 99% of the time. So you're swabbing your spit out, but you're also swabbing other people's spit out. So all around, it's pretty disgusting. So, anywho, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about band because I'm gonna like start on a rant and then I'll just ruin my own mood. But yeah, I firmly, if you guys like band, that's cool, you know. But my experience in band was not that. I thought it was a massive waste of my time. I was infinitely happier after I quit. My grades improved a lot as well. But did your music teacher act like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash? I actually did not watch Whiplash. Is J.K. Simmons the Peter Parker's boss from the Raimi Sam Raimi or whatever Spider-Man movies? But no, he I don't know how to describe him. He's like nice, but he to me he kind of gets angry in a way that's like kind of real but also kind of scripted, if that makes sense. Like to me if everybody's gathered together to actually do band stuff and the teacher's just like, you guys aren't taking this serious enough. You know how much time I'm using to sit here and train you guys and you guys aren't even going to pay attention? Why am I here? What's the point? Why am I here after school all the time if you guys aren't even going to pay attention? Are you even ready? Are you? I don't think you are. So what? We're going to be quiet now? No one's got anything to say. It's 3 o'clock And you guys are already checked out. Unreal. You know what? You guys sit here and think about what you did. If you guys care so much, you do it. You lead. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I'm out. Bye. And then he'll just walk off. And if that made you uncomfortable, that was the point. He did the exact same thing, where he would just kind of like, I understand, like, somewhat reasonable crash out, because like, yeah, we probably should be taking it a little more serious, but at the same time, bro, we're high schoolers. So it's like, come on. It's really, in my opinion, not that serious. And also, I feel like as a teacher and as a role model, you gotta have like a lid on your emotions. You can't be crashing out. Like I noticed this trend after 2 years, and at the end of it, I was like, "Yep, I'm out." I can already see how this like how he's kind of manipulating people into feeling bad, and turning on each other. And apparently, even after I left, he continued to do that for like 2 more years. So I'm glad I left when I did. I hated that. Like, he made everything uncomfortable for no reason to just like chew us out. And anyways, but yeah, I mean, what I said is not verbatim, but it's in the same vein. So, but yes, Jonah Jameson. I totally forgot what his name. Yes, J. Jonah Jameson. No, he's not quite like that. He's I don't know how to describe him. Like, he's one of those like teachers that you're like, uh, he's nice, but you know not to make him mad. You know what I mean? Like the nice teacher that you don't want to piss off. He's that guy. So, anyways. But yeah, someone is triggered. Exactly. I went to marching band class, but I had to let it go. No, it's not. Band is not for everybody. Like, it was fun, you know? But I just I didn't like feeling, I guess, manipulated to some extent, in that his crash outs were, to me, they were trying to get you to feel bad so that you shape up. And I could kind of see through it. It's like, I don't know. To me, it's either one of two things. It's either you got no control over your emotions, which is a problem on its own, or sorry, let me expand on that. Either you got no control over your emotions and you're crashing out all the time, which is crazy. But on the other hand, he's in control of his emotions, but he's using his crash outs to manipulate people into caring. Either one, I don't vibe with. Either he's not in control or he is. Either way, it's not a good look. So I didn't want anything to do with that. But Dark says, my outdoor ed teacher kind of does this, but in a respectable way. He'll say, you know, if you respect my time, I'll respect yours. I spend a lot of time in this course. I have gone on the trails for 30 years, etc. But he doesn't make it uncomfortable. It's more about respecting the time he actually puts in. I agree. Like, that I can respect. You know, to just be like, hey, respect my time, I'll respect yours. I can respect that. But no, I'm talking about my my old band teacher in high school at Appy. My old band teacher in high school. I bring it up every once in a while, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't really respect that kind of leadership style. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's fine if you like that kind of stuff, but I don't really vibe with it, so F that guy. Thank you, Appy. Yes, I felt really conflicted about quitting when I initially did. I was kind of worried that I would kind of miss out on like my last 2 years of high school, especially coming from a fully grown adult. Exactly. Like, even as a kid, I like saw some things that I didn't really vibe with in terms of his leadership. As an adult, I'm very much just like, I don't particularly like it or agree with it. And don't get me wrong, he's the one leading like a huge he's the one leading a lot of people, so it's not like, you know, it's easy to judge when you're not in his shoes, but at the same time I don't really vibe with what he does. So but I was really worried about the last 2 years of high school, and like kind of coming to regret that I wasn't there. And I feel like either way you're gonna have a regret about what you do and what you don't do, you know. And in my case, I thought to myself, like, I just want to enjoy the last 2 years of high school. I don't like being in band. Like, I felt like, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to say exactly how I felt, being that it's been so many years, but I just didn't want to be in the band anymore, and I thought it would be best if I just left and followed what I wanted to do. And ultimately, it was for the best. I found that my enjoyment of high school went up drastically after I left. After I left band, my friends around me were like upset and crashing out because they had too much stuff to do, and I was just hanging out after school, having a wonderful time. My grades shot up. I used to be like, I think towards the beginning of high school, I was probably like 2.5 GPA or something. Anyways, after I quit band, I jumped all the way to like a 4.0 for like at least one quarter. So that was really cool. So my grades like hugely shot up after I quit. So I just had more time, had more fun out of life and living and whatnot. And I didn't have to deal with all this. So, anywho. But Mandy says, I took choir in high school and my choir teacher was mean. Yeah, there are some teachers I respect a lot, and there's some teachers that I'm just like, mm-mm. You know, I think teachers in general deserve some level of respect because it's like, it's not an easy job, you know, and you get paid very low. So I'll grant every teacher respect on that basis, that like, you got to care to some extent because you're not getting paid a lot, you know. And welcome into Definitely Preston. Are you here with Luden mayhaps? Welcome in. We're talking about our high school experiences, but welcome in. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. But Dark says, if you are a certified crash out, then you should not be working in a high school. We push teachers to the damn limits. Exactly. I think to some extent you definitely got to have a lid on your emotions. I remember back when I was in high school, I kind of remember exactly how this went, but like there was one troublemaking kid in one of my classes that he was just like, an asshat. I don't know how else to describe him, just an asshat. But he would be on his phone. Generally, he was just dumb, period. He got his phone taken away. He like, I think he fought with the teacher one time to like get his phone back. And I think that he was the sole reason that the teacher quit. I don't think the teacher got fired. I think the teacher quit, and then he went on to become like a waiter or something. I don't remember. But I think I vaguely remember that he was like significantly happier after he quit. He was a nice guy too. He was a fun guy. But yeah, no, that a lot of respect for that man. As an adult, that man has my respect. Maybe not for fighting with the kid over a phone, but for tolerating the kid in the first place. But Appy says, quit band, play Metal Gear. So true, Appy. Absolutely true. I don't know if I was... What was I playing at the time? I think I was playing Gears of War at that point. But that's why cooks make great teachers. They have the patience of saints. I thought cooks have more of a hot temper, don't they? Isn't that like the stereotype for cooks? But Luton says, I never liked school. I didn't make good, decent grades until my senior year. I have to say this because this stream turned into school student anonymous. Oh, I hated this one teacher who hated my mom. What reason? I didn't know, but that teacher treated me differently and I was a kid. Sorry, I was triggered about all this talk about school and teacher. No worries. It's become group therapy. Welcome to group therapy about school. No, it's if you guys want to rant about school, just feel free. I mean, honestly, school, I didn't mind school. Honestly, I liked grade school a lot more than I did college. Kind of. Well, okay, so college was a bit different. It had some wonderful experiences, I feel, and it was a great eye-opener in terms of, and a great place to build character. But I feel like for college, for me, my first year was good. My second year was okay. And then it was all downhill every year after that. Whereas pretty much all my grade school years were pretty good. There was something going on, something to be excited about. I was very much like kind of a loner kid, kind of. I don't know if loner's the right word. Like I had different friends here and there and like different friend groups, but I would generally like kind of wander, I guess, to wherever it is that I felt like going that day. And on top of that, during lunches, I was usually kind of falling behind in my classes, so I'd have to use my lunch breaks to actually do homework. Which I relate to Mark a lot in some ways, but yeah. But Dark says, student anonymous here. Just want to say, new grade is going wonderfully, way better than last year. So much easier, surprisingly. Very nice. Glad to hear it, Dark. Glad to hear it, or read it rather. But no, the nice thing about when I was in high school is that every year was like very distinct from the other one, and I don't know. There was always that feeling of when I was in school, there was always that feeling of like community and belonging to some extent. I don't know. I guess in high school I felt I think I felt very seen, at least in comparison to like college. When I went to college, it was just kind of like I'm another face and I just like don't really exist. Back when I was in like high school, it was very like I don't know. Like, especially when you like grow up with a lot of those kids, when you grew up alongside them for so long, you pretty much know everybody. So I felt very seen in that way. And it was not too hard to make friends as well, I feel. So, yeah. What can I say? I just knew people. But Preston says, my only issue was learning came easy to me, which made college more difficult. And that's how college was for me. And I will say college was way better for making me interested instead of high school. Plus my professors, I felt, made me a better person. No. College was very interesting. I feel that in some ways, college is actually easier than high school. Because I found that, at least for me, like I would go to classes and that would be like the tiniest chunk of my day. It would just be like a few hours, and then after that, I would just like play video games, chat, talk to people, It was a fun time. I was a lot more extroverted when I got into college, and then I kind of became more introverted as time went on. So, but Mandy says, I never once felt seen in high school. I was definitely a background character. I was like, I wouldn't say main character, but I was like the known side character, kind of. Or like known background character. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really say... I wouldn't say that I was popular, but I would say that I was known. People knew me, you know? Not in like a bad way. It's just that you meet so many people over the course of elementary to high school that it's just like everybody just knows everybody. So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on how big your school was at that point. I honestly don't remember exactly how big my school was, but everybody within the grade knew each other, you know? So, and I feel like I hit my stride as the school years went on. When I first got into high school, all my like middle school friends had like disbanded, so I had like no real place to go. So I was kind of drifting around for a while. Then I made friends with a bunch of juniors, and we would like hang out and such. And then after a while, they graduated, and then I had more friends by that point, and then I was just, all over the place. So, anyways, but Mandy says I was besties with the popular girl, and a lot of people just knew me as her best friend, didn't know my name. Classic. That's a true classic. No, I don't know. I remember there was this really popular there was a really popular girl that at least I considered her like super popular, like the main character from like elementary, I feel. Anyways, apparently my mom went to Starbucks the other day, and the popular girl recognized my mom. So I don't really know. This is not really related to anything, but yeah, I'm surprised. I tried going to the Starbucks to see if the popular girl was there, but she's not there, so I didn't see her at least. I'm just surprised. It's like, I haven't seen you since like middle school. How do you remember what my mom looks like? But anyways. Baludin says, never went to college. Probably should have. It's... Honestly, to me, college is an experience. I would say to just go for the experience. It's kind of like... I don't want to say like going to Japan. I feel like it's not as glamorous as Japan, but... It depends what college you go to. There are some colleges that are like tiny cities. There are some colleges that are just like less committal high school, round 2. It very much depends on what college you pick. And it also depends on what the people are, the demographic that's at the college. And what I mean is like I went to a college with a bunch of like kind of snobby rich kids, or like very sheltered kids, and they don't socialize well. So the clientele of the college kind of matters too. My recommendation to pick a college that you vibe well with the people there. I mean, it's also, I mean, I guess you can't really go wrong. If you don't really mesh with them, that could also be a good growing experience as well. But welcome into Giggles. Preston says, For me, it's the subjects that really required study to understand, also the classics that required social skills or some experience to fully grasp. So true, interpersonal communication was hell for me. Also, elementary kids are mean. You know, I don't remember No, I do. I remember a little. Not too much, though, from elementary. But no, it's... some classes are rough. It depends on classes, too. Some professors make classes very interesting, and some of them make them just awful. So it all depends. But date with popular? No. No, I'm good. Pass on that. But catching up, sure. But as friends, not really interested in dating her. Preston. Let's see. But Giggles went to college with me, so Giggles says those people were very out of touch. I don't know what the age is, but no, yeah, they were definitely out of touch. I think the problem with those guys, I don't quite want to say too much, but they have a very like kind of like a fake persona, like they're kind of fake nice to you. You know, and this doesn't really apply to everybody. But it's kind of like everybody has like a customer service face there, which is just kind of weird. I don't really know what to do with that. To me, like, if you talk to me, I feel like, you know, everybody has like a different, puts on a different face, you know? You don't talk to your mom the same way you talk to your friends, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Those people are very not authentic. There were exceptions, but anyways. I call Squigs Squiggles. Aw. Groovin' Luden. Groovin' Luden and Preston Breston. Nice. Very nice. And what was your personal at school? What do you mean, what was my personal? My personal what? Oh, my persona? I don't know. I mean, I'd say that what you guys get from me on stream is very much what you guys would get if you talk to me IRL. The only difference is that I'm not super great about back and forth talking IRL. Like when I'm on stream, I can just like word vomit and then it's fine. But in real life, I'm kind of a not good at talking. But no, but Giggles is very extroverted. Preppy, I think Preppy is a good... You a preppy boy? I don't know if I'm preppy. I feel like people at my college are a little more preppy. But starting convos is the hard part. Yep. I agree. I think finding some like common ground and stuff to talk about is kind of important too. I'm not super great at conversation, despite what stream might tell you. I'm finding things to say in real life, for me, hard. Especially eye contact. If I make eye contact with somebody, that's it. Brain's fried. But Taku, I feel you were presented as reserved and somewhat aloof. What does aloof mean? I'm gonna look it up. Not friendly or forthcoming. Cool and distant. Okay, yeah, I agree with that, actually. Never mind. I take that back. I didn't know what aloof meant, but I agree. I am kind of standoffish. It's okay. Giggle says not in a bad way, but it's all right. I'm already hurt. It's okay. Word vomiting helps. And in my younger years, if I wanted to talk to you, I'll talk to you about anything. Ah, yes. I yeah. Some people are just like, I don't know, man. Like some people, if you just don't say anything, if the other person just doesn't say anything, easy to talk about anything. But I don't know, man. Like I think I kind of had that skill at the beginning of college, but I lost it over the years. Look, all dudes like something related to World War II or the Romans. What? And no, aloof is you don't know what's going on. I read it as like you are like standoffish. Glad to see how silly you were. Uh, and Ludin says, I don't make friends anymore. I shut. I I am open to making friends, at least through like stream. I'm open to making friends. In real life, like outside of stream, I'm very much. I'm like half open to making friends, but just being that I don't have a whole lot of time because of stream, I don't really have a whole lot of time to spend with friends, and a lot of the time that I do spend outside of stream is used on recovering from the time I spent in stream. So, um, but yeah, that's the best way to do it. I usually opt to make an obvious observation and see where that takes us. Giggles walks up to somebody and is like, "So, you got kind of a big forehead, huh?" And then she just sees where it takes her. And charismatic, uh, Dark the Spark. I don't know if aloof is not really charismatic. Here, let me read to you the definition. I'll look it up again. Okay, so the definition says not friendly or forthcoming, cool and distant. What does it mean when a person is aloof? The AI overview says, when someone is described as aloof, it means they are reserved, distant, and not warm or friendly towards others, often appearing indifferent, detached, or even cold and unapproachable. Which is me, so rough. But what are we talking about? Giggles described me as aloof, so, well, aside from that, I don't really know. We're just talking about stuff. But, because I thought aloof, when I hear aloof, I think of more like, kind of like cocky, or, yeah, kind of cocky. Let's see. People don't like awkward quiet. If you leave weird quiet, people will start talking to fill it. Really? Ludin says, when I had crushes at the time, I would just chase them or just be a shy guy and just yearn. Lol. Classic. To have a... To feel a crush in the way that I did when I was young. I don't feel that way anymore. When I was young, had a crush, wow, man. Feels good. Nowadays, that restaurant worker was like the closest thing that I had to a crush in a long time. And even then, not the same. Let's see. Grass is real brown today, huh? So true. So true. Dank Dark wasn't the vibe. Ooh, that's a good one. But yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. We're all over the place. Never heard like that. Interesting. Added to your nickname. Dark the Spark is creative. I agree. Interesting. Taku's kind of aloof. Am I? Kinda. Ye. I think aloof just means distant in certain ways. Taku is definitely that. Yep. Well. No, yeah. It depends. Depends on the day. Generally, though, yeah. Giggle says, I feel like it didn't take much for us to be friends. Okay, but like, It's like, I don't know. It's like one of those cases of like, you know, when like a magnet has like a negative and one has a positive, and they just click together, inseparable. That's me and Giggles. Very much polar opposites. So, let's see. I see what you're doing. What? What am I doing? And I would be like, hey, how you doing? Wink wonk. How you doing? Ludin comes up to you. How's it going? Giggle says, I was so embarrassing when I had a crush. I would either be fake rude, but I'm a good actress, so they didn't know I was joking, or I would be in their face and bring them treats with write notes. Yes. I feel like fake mean is definitely, that's definitely a grade schooler move. Can't fault you there. If you do that in grade school, that's a classic grade schooler move. That is the absolute classic. But yes, crushes are the worst. Pure pain. That's exactly it. How adorable. The delay helps with the chaos of convo. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Sorry, I want to make sure you guys are read. I'm just kind of far behind. Mandy says, Taku is always leaving and saying goodbye no matter how much fun you all might be having. Everybody's having fun at like 11 p.m. my time, and I'm like, well, it's 30 minutes past my bedtime. All right, guys, I'm out. And then I just leave. Can be the funniest voice call ever on Discord, and Taku will be like, well, it's past my bedtime, 8:30 p.m. Yep. So true. So true. But what can I say? Bully or love bombing. Two sides of a coin, I see. Yep. The pendulum swings fast sometimes. Putt party VC flashbacks. Don't worry, Dark. You'll make it back in Discord eventually when you're allowed. I was fake me until sophomore year. Wow. Yowza. 11 p.m. That's hilarious. Real old person hours. Listen. There was this this very nice substitute teacher back when I was in middle school. I remember a phrase she used to say. She used to say that every hour... Okay, I'm going to butcher it. I don't remember the... I remember the effect of what she said. She said something along the lines of, every hour you sleep before midnight is like double the sleep time. So, if you go to sleep before, like, at like 10, that's like 2 hours to 12, which is 4 hours. So it's like getting 4 hours of sleep, plus the hours you get between 12 and when you wake up. So, anyways, the important thing is to go to sleep early, okay? But I am getting old. I'm like a million, so. As if you'd ever stay up that late, Lamau. I don't know what it would take to get this man to destroy his sleep schedule even a little. My thought is that if I go to sleep too late, it generally ruins the next day for me. Like, I just drag through the whole next day. So for that reason, I'm just like, you know what? It's time. I'm leaving. And then I just leave. So, but you understand. But when you're older, holding hands is how you get pregnant, though. But you know, teen pregnancy was a thing back then. For me, it was a head on the shoulder. Oh man, hand-holding would have made me squeal back then. Holding hands? What? No, yeah. You know what's rough? I held my girlfriend's hand back when I was in high school. Girlfriend at the time. Our hands were sweaty. She didn't care too much because she liked me a lot, and I was fine with it. Later on, in college, I went on a date. I held this girl's hand. My hands were the sweaty ones all along. It's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing to find out that the sweaty hand problem is entirely on you. But I guess I should have figured that My controller gets sweaty, so. Anyways, but let's see. Now I'm an old man, wrinkly. Try as I might, Taku really is about his sleep. Giggles is like, why don't you chat with me until I fall asleep? And I'm just like, I don't think so. Good night. Dark says it's almost 10:30 for me. I still got homework. Brother, pull that homework out. We're doing it right now. Preston says I sleep either never or all the time. And sometimes it's worth ruining the next day for. I guarantee you it is not. I could be talking to the funniest, most beautiful supermodel I've ever met or seen or known. And if she wants to talk past 9, the most I would give her is like till 10 p.m. And then I'm going to sleep. I don't care what happens. Nothing important happens after 10 p.m. And if it's really that important, it can wait until tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to sleep. So, anyways, let's see. Slept for a healthy 13 hours today. This week. Brother, 13 hours. I don't know about this one. And Mr. Darcy helping her into the carriage makes me scream every time. Who? What even is Pride and Prejudice? You get it? I always warn people. I'd be like, my hands are clammy. I should be like, I must warn you. My hands are literally covered in sweat. Like, there's enough here to, like, drip sweat. It's bad. This is why you are aloof. What can I say? Dokes from Dexter? What? The Bay Harbor hand sweater? What? And you'll understand when you're older, if your missus wants you awake, she's gonna keep you awake. No, dude. If she's like... If I'm married, and maybe not even married, if I just had a girlfriend, and she was like, hey, you want to stay up past 10? Wink. She's immediately gonna get a no. Absolutely not. If you want to stay up past 10, hey, more power to you. I'm going to sleep. If you're going to keep me awake, I'm just going to go to a different room and lock the door. So, you want to stay awake? Whatever, man. That's cool. I'm going to sleep, though. Giggle says, I start saying nonsense when I get tired. I always want to keep talking to see what comes out of my mouth. You like boiled potatoes? You literally sound like an old man. Nothing good happens after 10. You don't know what Pride and Prejudice is? Even I know what that is. I know it's like a book turned a movie, but I haven't watched it. Or read it, for that matter. I don't think. He's going to look back on his life at 70 and say, I should have stayed up past 10 more often. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't want to look back on my life and think like, wow, man, I really just like dragged my way sleepy through like 5 years straight when I really could have just went to sleep on time and enjoyed every day as the day should be enjoyed, you know? So I feel like I'm making the right choice. Going to sleep early? Hey, man. I play a game. The game's not even done, but we're like 5 minutes from the finale, but it's time for the end stream. Sorry, man. Go to sleep. You understand. And did Bro not watch Dexter? Nope. If you're talking about the good guy serial killer in air quotes, no. I know of it, but I didn't watch it. But no, I do know Pride and Prejudice. I haven't seen it though. If a guy said, I'd be like, if a guy said that, I'd be like, let's be sweaty together, then run out sweaty palms together. Kind of gross, kind of sweet, like me. Wink wonk. Taku's peak old man, what can I say? Oof. No, LOL, TBH, I doubt it. He'll be like, I'm glad I saw... Yeah, see? Exactly. Oh, Appy's got to hit the hay. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Appy old man hours. He's got to go to sleep already. Fighting for sleep for dear life since 8:30. Good night, Appy. Good night. But yes, Appy is me, but more early sleep. But no, no, nothing good happens after 10. I think the real phrase is nothing good happens after 3 a.m. or something like that. So, yeah. What can I say? Staying up all night sucks. I had to do that like 3 times for college. It sucks, dude. I can assure you, it sucks. The further the night goes on, the less I enjoy myself because I'm already falling asleep. And then, okay, so let me tell you, okay? Here's what happens, okay? 10 o'clock hits, I start to feel tired. 10 to 12, like, anything that I do, I'm not even going to remember what I did. 12 to 2, I'm just contemplating my life's existence. Like, yeah, it's nice and quiet, but I don't feel very good because I'm still awake. Around 1 o'clock, I gain a second wind, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can stay awake a bit longer. And then 2 o'clock hits, and I'm like, okay, it's time to sleep. And then 2 o'clock hits, and I sleep for like, what, 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, right? So then I wake up at 10 a.m., in which case I feel terrible. I drag until about 2 p.m. I take a nap. I wake up. Pretty much my whole day consists of me being very tired, and then I take a nap, and then I feel better, and then the cycle continues of me feeling terrible, right? Or in an alternate scenario, I go to sleep at 2 a.m. I wake up at noon, in which case half my day is already over, and then I manage to go through the rest of my day and think to myself, wow, the sun's already setting. I'm just waking up. It sucks. What can I say? It's rough. So yeah. But nothing good happens after 2 a.m., let's be reasonable. Nothing good happens after 10. 10 to 12 can be peak hours. It can be. Like, 10 to 12 can be good, but it's not worth staying up past 10 for. So, once 10 o'clock hits, I'm like, it's time to get ready for sleep. Giggle says, my parents taught me that, lol, and basically to stay the night somewhere instead of driving at 3 a.m. after the bars close. So true. At least on the weekend, live a little. No, thank you. Hard pass. Hard pass. And if I live closer to Taku, I know I couldn't get him outside, but I definitely could get him to stay up a little bit later. She would just stay at my apartment and never leave. Why do I feel like Taku is a tuck me in kind of dude? Listen, I don't know where you got that from, but I would not refuse an offer for someone to tuck me in. Now, I'm not saying that I've said anything that gives an indication that I'm a tuck me in dude, but if I was like nice and welcome in, Crusader, welcome in. If I was nice and under the blanket and hanging out, and you wanted to just like take your hands and just like tuck the blanket under me so that I like kind of look like a mummy from the top, I mean, I wouldn't say no, you know. But anyways, I don't know what we're talking about, Crusader, by the way, so if you're wondering where we're at, oh wait, no, never mind. We're talking about I'm saying that bedtime is 10 p.m. So, but Preston does graveyard 7 to 7 normally. That's tough, Chief. That is tough. Giggle said, I trap him by playing his favorite games. Okay, that might kind of work on me. If you were like 10 p.m. and you were like, I want to play Metal Gear for the first time, I might take the bait, but if you said anything else, I would just tell you to leave. If you wanted to play Metal Gear, then like sure, but other than that, I'd tell you it's 10 p.m. Please get out of my apartment. Mandy says, I worked the schedule for years. Never do it again. Destroyed my sleep schedule eternally. Let's see. Get paid after 10. Money making time. Nice. Taco to his future girlfriend. We can cuddle tomorrow. It's 10 p.m. I can cuddle and sleep. So I can multitask on that. Anything else, they can wait till tomorrow. Mandy says, no, I will not make out with you. It is 10 p.m. This is genuinely, unironically, 100% true. 100%. If it's 10 p.m., go the hell to sleep. At that point, my girlfriend just keeping me up. Go to sleep. If not, I'm leaving. Not now, babe, I'm sleepy. He's a tuck me in and a forehead kiss kind of guy. Is a forehead kiss on the table? Or... Anyways, but I'm doing good. We're just hanging out right now. I don't know what's happening, but we're just talking about stuff. We're talking about how aloof Taku is. What can I say? I'm that guy. But a nonchalant guy? What can I say? Don't underestimate forehead kisses. Kojima calls you at 10 p.m. Answer it or go to bed. I answer it, but as... Whatever he's got to say has got to be done in 30 minutes. Otherwise, I'm hanging up. Special occasion, but I'm going to hang up. Nothing beats hamburger at 3 a.m. Would taste even better if you were awake to eat the hamburger. But what can I say? The actual definition is cold and distant. And there is no might, you 100% would take the bait. Okay, well. Snake asks you to go on a mission with him or go to sleep. Alright, you got me there. You got me there. Taku girlfriend, will you cuddle with me? Taku, go the hell to sleep. No, yep, absolutely. Honestly, if she wants to cuddle, we can cuddle, man. Just know that I'm going to be asleep. I'm going to be asleep during this cuddle. I'm not going to be awake for it. So, if she wants to? Sure, man. I'm going to sleep, though. And if your cuddling interrupts my sleep, I'm going to get up and go to the couch. So, yep. What can I say? I'm a man that knows what he wants. That is sleep. So, but what is this damn background audio I'm hearing? It would be the sound of crickets in the Philippines. I don't know. Strangely, it's very, this is very, busy neighborhood noise. But if you're wondering what the cricket and dog sounds are, that's from the game. We are poking fun at Taku's old man hours. I like my sleep. I know what I like. Taku came out of the womb already a boomer. What can I say? I love boomer. I love being a boomer. Ocelot wants you to learn how to meow like him or go to sleep. Do y'all cuddle to sleep? I actually, ever since, like, high school, I would have 2 pillows. So I'd have one for my head and I'd have one to, like, hug. So I have... It's very uncomfortable for me to sleep without hugging a pillow at this point. Like, I need to hug a pillow to go to sleep. So I need to hug something when I'm sleeping. I can, like, sleep in other positions, but it's not as refreshing. So I would just feel uncomfortable going to sleep. Let's see. Me and Preston sleep like fish in a tin can. Very straight like. Yes, it's like looking at, what, 2 matches in a matchbox. Never the two shall touch. They're just fully away from each other. Unless the room is ice cold, I can't do it. It gets too hot at night. Okay, assuming hot's not a problem, though. Completely understand this. Wow. I just need feet to be touching at least, and I'm okay. My feet get sweaty too, though, so I don't know. I don't know if that would work out for me. Now I want to cuddle. Sigh. Me too, man. I'm chronically single. Dark says, I'm sleeping. If you're teaching me gun flipping, then I'm locked in. Dark be like, learning to meow? No. Gun twirling? I'm in. Honestly, I starfish in the bed and Preston would have to push me aside to make room. Ah, yes. A true classic. Starfish. Taku with all his sweaty limbs. I don't know what it is about my limbs, but like, even as I'm talking, I like have my hands together. They're already like really clammy, so... I've been told I'm a kidnapper in my sleep. My last girlfriend said that I couldn't cuddle in sleep because I moved too much and took her with me. Ah, the old move around a bunch in bed. That's a classic. That's a classic. You're a sweaty man, Taku. What can I say? Usually I don't sweat a whole lot. But my hands and feet, though? It's rough. Mandy says, I've heard that sleep like I'm literally dead. I don't move all night. I had an ex who would check to make sure I'm still breathing. I don't really know what it is like for me to sleep. I do an in the nose, out the mouth kind of breathing thing. I do like a... like that kind of thing. But... And I think I talk every once in a while, but for the most part, it's in the nose, out the mouth. Let's see. Sometimes I laugh or even talk in my sleep. Talking in sleep is kind of scary, though. Not gonna lie. Kind of scary. Welcome to Kitsune. Taku goes me, 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 me when he sleeps. Me, 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 me. Mandy is like, I'll sleep when I'm dead, then dies. Oh, nice. But Preston Toxin is real. Giggling truly is a lifestyle. So true. So do I. It's weird to hear what I allegedly say. My old roommate in college, he used to talk when he sleeps. He would be like... He would say something like completely out of context. I don't remember what he said at this point, but it would be something out of context like... the pallet is in the left corner. And then he'll just go back to sleep. Kind of crazy. Kind of scary. Luden says, I like sleeping, but I don't like getting leg cramps or waking up to them. Do you... What? I don't even remember getting a leg cramp from sleeping. What do you... What? How do you get a leg cramp? Kitsune has boogied out of the world. What do you mean, Kitsune? What have you done? How... What have you been up to? I bet Taku said snake in his sleep. Snake. It's not over yet. Dark says, apparently one time I sat up straight in my bed, fully asleep, scared the poop out of my dad just trying to open my window at night. That's a classic. That's a classic. But yeah. What can I say? Sometimes you just need to scare your parents a little. But do you guys ever get restless legs at night when you're trying to sleep? It happened to me the other night. I almost went insane. I don't think so. I don't think so. Generally, I'm good about staying on the bed and not flailing about. Every once in a while, I'll like freak out because I thought I fell off a building or something. But for the most part, I stay pretty still. Preston says, I was checking people out in my sleep when I worked at Walmart. Literally dreamed and told the imaginary customers to have a great day. Oh. I was like, I thought Preston was like, yeah, I was checking out booty in Walmart. Telling everyone to have a great day. Ah, yes, checking people out at the register, yes. That is what a Walmart worker does. I don't know what I expected. It wasn't that, though. But that makes a lot more sense now. Preston, just a swell guy, confirmed. So true. Just a swell guy. I'm too lame to be that cool. I don't know if I'd call checking people out in your sleep down badly. I don't know if I'd call that cool necessarily, but it's certainly something. Very wholesome that you're not doing anything immoral. I don't know what the right word is. But who here can lay down and fall asleep within a few seconds or minutes? And who here tosses or turns for an hour or more? I can fall asleep pretty quick at around like 10:30. It depends on the time. If it's like a random nap, it might take me like 20 to 30 minutes, but if it's like 10:30, I'll fall asleep in like a few minutes. Me, especially if I'm napping outside. Wild. Loki fell asleep on a park bench today. Prime target for stealing, not gonna lie. Depends, some nights are worse than others, so true. Kind of falling asleep standing up, me at work. I had a friend coerce me into driving over to watch a movie with her, and she fell asleep before the opening credits were finished. I was so annoyed, jealous, I can't do that. Oh my. I've only fallen asleep in one movie. That was Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe movie. It was awful. I fell asleep. I willfully fell asleep. I did not want to watch that movie. A friend of mine wanted to watch it. The movie sucked. But anywho, you guys ever close your eyes and then it's daytime? Actually, you know, there was actually one time that I remember, like, I looked at my clock. It was 1 a.m. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember waking up, but I remember looking at the clock again and suddenly it was 3 a.m. It's kind of wild. But no, pretty much all the time I dream. So there's always like an in between. I don't close my eyes and then it's daytime. I'm always dreaming every night. Can't fall asleep unless I'm in my bed. I can fall asleep on the couch, but I get what you're saying. I do be tossing with a bit of turning. Nice. That only happened once and it was super weird. No, man. Like, weird sleep stuff scares me. What can I say? Park goers are my friends. They wouldn't steal from me. I stayed there all day today. Happened to me once or twice, and it's wild. How are your new friends doing? Fell asleep during Robert Pattinson's Batman movie. That Batman movie was good, man. What do you mean you fell asleep? That's like the best Batman movie. Don't you know? It's so sad that Robert Pattinson didn't get another Batman movie. He was good. He was good. I want a Joker Robert Pattinson movie. I do twist and turn in my bed. It takes me time to rest my mind. I don't know if I'm ADHD, but my mind goes everywhere, so I listen to some RP, Twitch, or do some puzzles. That's real. That is real. Like, I like to watch... It depends on the night, but I do like to watch a little bit of YouTube or browse Reddit before I go to sleep. So, depends on the day. But does anyone remember the dreams they've had? Some of that stuff can be wild. I have a recurring dream every, like, year or so. I have this dream about... okay, so in real life, there's... I went on this hike one time that involved, like, a cave. And ever since then, that cave has been, like, in my mind. As something that I want to go back to explore as an adult. And I have this recurring dream where there will be like a pipe, or like a large pipe, or like a large cave or large tunnel, and I go into the tunnel and the tunnel is empty, it's vacant. It's like a large monster roams the halls, but it's not, there's no monster. It's a pipe dream. Yes, it's like a I know it, I understand the joke, but it's I go down these tunnels that are large enough for like a monster like 30 feet high to be like walking through. And I keep going through the tunnels like deeper and deeper to try to find out what's at the very bottom. But I can never figure out what's at the bottom. So anyway, that's my That's my most interesting recurring dream. I just want my brain to like make up something, you know? Tell me what's at the end of the tunnel. View dreams like messages. I used to do that as well. Once upon a time. Let's see. You said Robert Pattinson twice. That is his new name. And I will not accept otherwise. He is Robert Pattinson. He is my favorite Batman. I like Christian Bale as Batman, but I don't really take him that serious. Like, the movies are good, but the, like, thing he does with his lips, it's just kind of... I can't really take it serious. Like, the movie is fun and well-written, but the Batman voice is kind of... I don't really care for it. I'm Batman. Where are the other drugs going? Joker. Joker set up traps all around Gotham. That kind of thing. It's just... I'm actually getting lightheaded doing the voice. Ooh, I'm actually really lightheaded. I need to stop. I'm gonna pass out, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Christian Bale Batman voice. Joker. I am vengeance. I am the night. Okay, I really need to stop. I'm gonna pass out. Robert Pattinson's movie was too dark. I could barely see what was going on. He also spoke very low and gruff, so it was optimal sleep conditions. I guess. I don't know. But no, I like caves. I think they're interesting. Would I go like deep into one that's like narrow? Not really. I find them very fascinating. Like I think it was it France or something. There was a country that had like underground catacombs that are just filled with like skulls of the dead from like a previous like a war or something. I think those are interesting. I mean, I wouldn't go down there, but I don't know. There's just something about like the underground that really fascinates me. Would I go down there if it's safe? But I don't know. I don't know if you can guarantee that I won't get cursed, you know? So, but let's see. Try to remember, write them down, but yeah, sorry. No, if you ask me about it in the morning, I could just tell you what I dreamed about, you know? Homie sounds like he's got braces. Good night. He kind of ooh-woos a little bit. And it's fine as long as they don't disturb your sleep too badly. Like, the dreams don't really disturb my sleep, but, man, they're just... Sometimes I wonder if I just get a better sleep if I just didn't dream. My mind is always running, so... But is it France? I don't know if it's France or somewhere. I don't know where. But Crusader says, reminds me of deep memories. I have a friend from a long time ago that sounded just like that. The catacombs of Paris. The catacombs. That's where Joker is planning his next attack. Mandy says, I have dreams about Taku and Appy somehow, even though I have no idea what either of them look like. I could have sworn Mandy was in my dream at some point. I don't know what Mandy looks like either. Whew. I probably don't look how you expect, though. I don't think you'd expect that this voice would come out of this body. Maybe you would. I don't know. Maybe you'd be like, damn, that guy looks pretty good. His voice is pretty cool, too. And then you'd like... You'd know, but I don't know. Anyways, but Mandy says, I also had a dream about Azure. I guess my subconscious just comes up with stuff. Classic. Classic. They did... Oh, no. Taku said he had a dream about me once. I had blonde hair. Classic. Classic. Blonde hair, Mandy. You have a radio voice? Yeah. I have a face built for radio. You see. Lamau, you as blonde sounds hilarious. I have no idea what you look like. I don't know either. I honestly don't even have a. I don't even have like a frame of reference for what Mandy would look like. Luden says, me too, Taku, me too. Me too. No, I've definitely got the face for radio. Why did you say that? The blonde thing or the face for radio? Taku seen a PFP with my face, but it was kind of blurry. Oh, I do remember this actually. Well, the hard part is that I don't know. The cat makeup does kind of hide a bit. It's hard to see. I have a face. You never heard that phrase before? I have a face built for radio. I'm stealing that. I heard that phrase a long time ago, but it does describe me pretty well. Face for radio. You see. You understand. Also, I'm gonna be real with you, Chiefies. I don't know if we're finishing this game tonight. I've caught up. I've caught up on chats. I don't know how long this finale is. Actually, Luden, how long is this finale? Is it an hour or is it 3 hours? This is a genuine question. I saw online that it's supposed to be an hour. I also saw that it's like 3 hours, so I honestly don't know how long it is. Please tell me. I told Taku I'll exchange selfies whenever he's ready. Maybe once we've known each other for 10 years. The problem... Well... It's one of those things that varies day by day. Generally, I'd say... Generally, I'm against revealing my face. Period. I would be lightly more open to it if it was like in person and there's no photographs, so there's zero evidence of what I look like. But even then, I don't know. Dark says I also have a radio voice, but I usually talk a bit squeakier. Squeaky? You know, wait, there was a... I gotta find the YouTube channel, but actually, Dark, I saw a YouTube channel that, like, has a similar voice to yours. I don't remember what channel it was, though. It was like one of those iceberg chart videos. There was a guy that talked, like, almost like you. In terms of, like, voice, like, the tone, the intonation, the pitch... It was all, like, pretty accurate. Baludin says, oh man, there's this local Jack in the Box that has a worker who has a really, really great voice. Like, you'd think his voice would be great for not safe for work audiobooks. Baludin be like, hey, Jack in the Box guy. I've got a proposition for you. Aren't you moving a bit fast for his taste? What can I say? Why would you know the prerequisites for that? You know, everybody likes different things. What can I say? I'm listening still, but can't type since I'm making Philly cheesesteak. Very nice. Oh, Giggles is making interesting jokes. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. But let's see. He has a nice voice. Who's the best voice I can think of? I think my favorite voice is... I forget what her name is. Nimi Nightmare. A VTuber. She has a very nice yap voice. Trying to delete my message, but I don't know how. My bad. That's whatever. It's already there. At this point, it's just forever part of the chat. Box my jack till I incorrect the buzzer. I thought it was funny, and 'twas the first thing that came to mind. Oh, but it is funny. Anyways. Moving on.
What do I want to do? Honestly, I'm enjoying our conversation. I don't know if we're gonna finish. Now listen, I have a very strong cutoff time for sleep at Luden. At Luden. How long is this chapter 5? I just want to know how long, please. If it's an hour, we can just do it. I'll stay up a little later for an hour. But if it's like 3 hours, then I'll probably have to save it to Wednesday. It depends. If it's gonna be 3 hours, then we'll have to wait. Oh, Act 1. Not chapter. Act. Oh. Then yes, we're in chapter / Act 5. I'm pretty sure they're called chapters. But oh, ads. My bad. Lugen has ads. But yeah, I want to know how long this chapter 5 is. It determines whether or not we just keep it as a chatting stream or if I just wrap it up. But no, we are having a good chatting stream. I'm stuck in a Toyota ad. Help me. Ah, joke's on you. But welcome back. Oh, everybody's back. Nice. It's 10. It hits 10 p.m. He just falls asleep. No, once for me it'll be like 9. Usually my general routine for stream nights, I'll stream from 6 to 9, from like 9 to 10. Sorry, about 9 to 9:30 is I'll play like a game of Darktide or I'll play a game of Dawn of War, and then after that I brush my teeth and then I come back to my computer and then I'm like playing more games until about like 10 to 10:30 and then I pass out. Usually, I mean there's some exceptions to that, but that's how I would like things to go. But what act are you on? Act 1, I guess. I mean, knowing that there's multiple acts is kind of good. Then I'm in Act 1. The only thing I have in scene selection is 5 chapters. They've never mentioned an act. So I'm assuming I'm in Act 1. Probably. But I heard someone said, I think it was Luden said that it's like the game's longer than you think. So I wasn't sure how long this would take. But let's see. It isn't 10 p.m. for Taku for a while, but it still maintain as 8 p.m. is his cutoff. 9 p.m. the cutoff. It depends on daylight savings. But Act 1 is 9 to 10. Forgot where practicing is at. Okay. 9 to 10. Damn it. I thought this was a finale. Okay. That's okay. I didn't know what... I thought we might finish today. I didn't know what we would do on Wednesday. So knowing that I can add it to the Wednesday schedule is kind of nice. So, well, good. I'm glad. He likes to piss himself off right before bed. I end stream at 9 and I'm like, well, time to piss myself off. And then I go and like play Darktide and I piss myself off. It's amazing. It wasn't even a forerunner. No. What even is the point of a forerunner? Is it just like a 4-wheel drive or something? Taku needs a solo game time after his Twitch game time. Yep. My solo game time is to decompress socially, not necessarily game-wise. The games I play are not necessarily calming, but socially I take some time to decompress. If I went straight from talking to like asleep, that would stress me out. So even when I'm done talking to Giggles, I need to like browse Reddit for at least like 10 minutes. So well, let's see. Taku complaining about more game in his game is wild. No, it's not an issue that I have no issue with there being more game in my game. If this game goes on for longer, it's totally fine. Honestly,
having this game having just like, if it ended right here, I would feel like it's not. There feels like there's more that needs to be fleshed out and done for the story, you know? So, I don't know. Anywho, uh, but he also loves to do this on the weekend, Saturday in particular. Dude, yesterday, Dark Tide, that was pissing me off, dude. I went to sleep mad. I went to sleep on a loss. I said this on Discord last night, but you know what? I'll save the rant until I'm caught up, but I need to rant about last night's Dark Tide. That, like, really pissed me off. Does Taku have a stuffed animal? Maybe. I mean, I don't sleep with a stuffed animal, but I actually have this. My mom had crocheted. I think it's called crocheted. If you think of like a hacky sack, it's kind of like that kind of texture almost. She made like this sloth for me, so I have that. I don't sleep with it, but I have this cute little sloth that my mom handmade, and it's like sitting on my my shelf. So I got that. I mean, I have various stuffed animals around the room, but it's like from when I was a kid, you know. Big Boss. And Forerunner was my favorite car, and Baby till it was totaled. Damn. But yeah, I have a pillow I cuddle. Yeah. Who here has stuffed animals they sleep with? He doesn't have a little stuffed animal. He's missing out. I have a stuffed animal, but not one I sleep with. I sleep with like an extra pillow to cuddle, but it's like it's more cumbersome if I don't have the stuffed animal. I mean, the pillow. The stuffed animal is cumbersome. I think the texture would kind of. The other thing is that I like whatever I sleep with to be like washable on the outside. The pillows have washable covers. The problem with sleeping with the stuffed animal is that like I don't want that thing to get all like gross after a while, you know. But anyways, Ludin says I have a squid, dino, red panda, and a small squid. Names are Connor, Big Boss, Spike, and Ellie. Nice, very cute. Big Boss. No, that is not Solid Snake. That is a classic. That is a classic. Every time I see a game article posted that's like mentions like I don't know, mentions Solid Snake but puts a picture of Big Boss, I always check the comments because I know that the comments are gonna say no, that is not Solid Snake, and it's gonna have the image of Solid Snake in the hind. That is a true Metal Gear classic meme. Mandy says, I have Lily from Animal Crossing, but I don't sleep with her because I don't want it to get destroyed. Yep. That's the thing. I don't like my stuff getting like ruined or wrecked. So if it's like machine washable, that'd be cool, but no. If I was to sleep with anything, it would probably be like an anime body pillow. If not my normal pillow. My normal pillow is just like literally like a normal pillow. But I could do anime body pillow. I don't have one, kind of unfortunately, but I would. I'll get to that in a moment. Mandy says, I have one I've always used as a pillow, and I try to remember to wash it occasionally. The other problem with washing it is that, like I think I've washed a pillow before, but like the cotton on the inside of the pillow gets all like clumpy. So I don't know, man. And could you repeat that? I honestly don't remember what I just said aside from the clumpy bit. So, what did I say? Did I say something sus? But dude, if I had a Taku body pillow, that would be kind of that would be kind of deranged. I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of deranged. Sleeping with myself. I mean, in a way, I kind of already do, since I am myself. That I would sleep with myself, but I don't know, man. Shut up and take my money. Let's go. Taku body pillows on sale. That'd be fun. Honestly, if like a legit seller reached out to me with like and wanted to sell Taku body pillows on my behalf and just gave me like a 30% cut, not even like a 50, just like 30, higher would be great, but 30% cut, I'd take it probably, you know. If you'd like to use my VTuber likeness on a body pillow and just sell it, I'd take it. 30%? Hell yeah. And let's see. I've got this teddy bear, but he has floppy dog ears. I have no clue what he is, but I love him dearly. Aw. Very nice. I have an elephant because I'm obsessed with elephants. That's the one I cuddle. Aw. Body pillow. Yeah, man. Back at my grandparents' house, I used to have like not a body pillow, but it's the same concept. Oh, okay, so actually, wait. Let's back up a moment. So, if is a body pillow called a body pillow because it has like the body of an anime girl on it, or is it called a body pillow because it's like a long rectangle, the size of a normal human, like the height of a normal human body? Is it because of length or is it because of what's on it? Yes? Okay, well, anyways. So, the body pillow, honestly, when I was young, at my grandparents' house, they had this like long body pillow that I used to take naps on. It's pretty comfy. Pretty comfy. It wasn't like an anime body pillow. It was just like a normal pillow, but very, very long. It was a very comfortable one. I wonder what happened to that, actually. I should go looking for that. Actually, yeah, no, I should look for that. I could use it. I'm not taking naps at my grandparents' house anymore, so could really use that, actually. Anyways, when I was a kid, I had a stuffed elephant named Baby Edward, and I lost him. Crusader, no. Luden says, that's my goal for my streaming thing. I want to give away a Luden body pillow. Just one or a shirt. Dude, I'd be so flattered if you guys were, like, buying my merch. I don't have merch, but if, like, I don't know. It would be really, really cool if there was, like a kimono with this, my, like, shirt. Not my shirt. My, even a shirt. Anything with, like, this, the design that I'm wearing, that'd be cool. That'd be a really cool merch. It would be cool to sell like the green glasses, but I have no clue how one would go about doing that, and I don't know how that would work. But I'd love to do it. I would be very flattered if you guys would wear like a shirt that had like, I don't know, maybe a shirt with like this design for my kimono, and then like the channel logo at the bottom left on it somewhere. That'd be super cool. I'll know I've made it then. Also, if your stream is buffering, like Mandy says, thank you for pointing that out. It is about that time for my stream to start lagging. So I hope you guys can still hear me, but my stream is lagging hard. Can you guys still hear me? Actually, let me type that out. Hopefully you guys can see that. But who knows? Who knows? Taku's PC knows it's approaching 10. Taku's PC is ready to go to sleep. Let's see. Let me catch up on a few chats here. Hi, I have an elephant because I'm obsessed with elephants. When I was a kid, I had a teddy bear named Murray. I wonder what happened to you, Murray. Oh, memory unlocked. So what I'm hearing, Taku, is that oh, and we can hear you. Thank you, Dark. Thank you. Good to know. Thank you. Let's see. So what I'm hearing, Taku, is that I can make body pillows of you and sell them to us all. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't know how merch would work. If, like, an official seller reached out to me and wanted to sell stuff on my behalf, I'm fine with taking, like a smaller cut as long as they handle, like, I need to think about the merch thing. I guess if someone, like, today were to reach out to me and be like, oh, I'll sell merch of you and whatever, if they handle the heavy lifting, I'm, like, the more you lift, the smaller of a cut I'm willing to take. Honestly, a part of me is kind of like, if somebody wanted to lift the whole thing, handle making and selling, a part of me is even fine just taking no cut. I'm not necessarily agreeing to that right now, but you understand. Merch would be really cool though. Let's see. Taku protects us while we sleep. What if his VTuber model? And I'll cuddle the Taku pillow, but after 10 p.m. it gets tossed to the floor. That's a funny one. Not gonna lie, that is a funny one. I think if you started making merch as a mod, I am contractually obligated to buy it. So true. So true. Absolutely. You are absolutely contractually obligated. It's called a body pillow because of the length of the body. Some freaks had some ideas for the pillow cases. I'm on their side. Nice. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm skimming to catch up. Okay. I'm still lagging, by the way. I hope it's not too bad. I can hear you pretty well right now. Thank you. I can hear you. It started buffering when I switched to my phone to take squigs out. That's how invested I was in this discussion. Dude, I would love merch. Luden says, actually, same. I don't know how that works. Can we make some t-shirts or hats with this on it? You know... Yeah. In all seriousness, if you guys wanted to make... Wait. If you guys honestly wanted the image to, like, put on a white shirt, I can give it to you. It's literally a Microsoft Paint thing that I drew in, like, all of 2 minutes tops. So, if you want it, feel free to take it. But I would want something with this on it. I'd have to ask Aerie first, though. The ugly emotes, like, the one, the Taku cursed one, the one in Paint, that's me. I drew that one. If it's anything that I drew, so these are the ones that I made personally. Those I'm fine giving to you. Everything else, these, hold on, I can show you. So these ones are all Aerie, so I need Aerie's permission for that. Oh, and the lag definitely cleared up. My OBS is not dropping frames anymore, so thank you for pointing that out. So the first set are the ones I drew. If you want those, you can have them. The second line are the ones that Aerie drew. I would need her permission first. I think she's fine with it, but I don't really want to put words in her mouth. So I'd need to discuss with Aerie first about that. This one is from Kashi. This one is from Azure. And then this one is from Dark. So I would need everybody's like respective permissions if you guys wanted those. But yeah, merch would be so cool, man. But yeah, the Pixel one is definitely Dark. Well, let's see. I would invest. And if you do, please make one with black tea. I don't like wearing white. Okay. Sounds good. His merch is just his emotes. um, I don't know how that would work. Like, I've seen custom shirt making things. Custom shirt making websites. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't know. If you guys walked around with my merch, I would be the most flattered little man to ever be flattered. Azure didn't make cope? What? Wait. No, I'm pretty sure Azure made cope. I'm pretty confident. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. I would say if you get shirts with pockets, you should put the cursed emote on it. In it. Oh. That would be good. That would be so good. If I did the cursed emote one, I think I'd probably do one of those shirts that's like it's just a pocket on the front and it would show like the Taku spiral logo on the pocket, and then on the back it would be the Taku Dread. That, or I would swap places with both. So maybe I'd go like Taku Dread on the pocket and then the Taku logo on the back. I'm not sure. Oh, my bad. I read that wrong. Wait, didn't Azure make the copium? Yes, Azure made copium. I thought I read it really quick and I thought you said Azure didn't make the copium. My bad. I misread it. But Crusader says, I definitely wouldn't want to use stuff without anyone's permission. I don't have enough to do more than look into logistics of it, so no promises as of now, but I would definitely wear Taku's merch. Thank you! Thank you. No, I'd love to make merch, but I would need a design. I would need the permissions from the people who have made the already existing art, and I would need to know how much it would cost to make the thing in bulk. I don't know why that got blocked by Automod, but I would need to know the cost to make things in bulk, and then sorry, the Taku bikini thing threw me off. Dude, you know what would be the funniest thing? The funniest merch ad would be Taku emotes on a bikini. Taku bikini is wild. Welcome in, Azure. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I approve. That'd be awesome. But no, I'd have to know exactly how much it would cost to make the merch, if it would be cheaper in bulk, what the shipping fee would look like, where it would go, the quality of the thing. Like there's this restaurant shirt that I like. I don't want to name drop the restaurant, but I like to wear this restaurant related shirt a lot. The reason I wear it is not just because of the restaurant's name on it, but because the shirt is like stupid comfortable. Like it's made of the cotton that's used to make that shirt is like better fabric than like 90% of my wardrobe. It's actually amazing. I'd want whatever merch I would ever have, I would want it printed on actually high quality material so that you'd actually want to wear it. Nothing sucks more than like cheaply made stuff, you know? So, let's see. And let me cook a Taku sitting plushie or action figure for the nerds like me. Oh, that'd be super cool. I don't know how that would work. The action figure would probably need to be 3D printed, which I don't have a 3D printer. I guess I could put up a 3D printer fund. But even then, I don't know how a 3D printer works, but that'd be cool. Or a sitting plushie would be cool too. I don't know how the plushie would work, but that'd be cool. I want Taku's VTuber riding around in Heelys. Just put my face on a pair of Heelys. It'd be the same thing. But no, I haven't used my Heelys for a while. I should pull those out. These are hilarious ideas. Scribble, scribble. I do like some anime babes on some shirts, but the style of the image is what matters. So true. I think it also depends on the breathability of the print, because some prints are just like, what I really hate is when you get like a huge image on the front, but it's all like, you know, like that like brittle plastic paint thing that's on the front of some like cheaply made shirts, and then like it's really hot only on the spot that has the image, and then you throw it in the wash like 5 times and suddenly the image starts tearing. I hate that, dude. Like, I hate those kinds of shirts. I haven't worn that kind of stuff for a while. But merch is going to be hard in general now because of tariffs. Yeah. Yep. It's more about the dream, really. Honestly, merch, honestly, like, I'm kind of fine, like, not making money from merch. As long as I break even, it's fine. The money spent is the money earned. As long as it breaks even, it's fine. Merch, honestly, merch would just be, like, super cool to have. Whether or not it makes money is, I don't really care. It'd be cool if it did, but honestly, just having merch at all would be super, super cool. Jack in the Box. And I'm okay. Watched the Demon Slayer movie and cried. I heard the movie was really good. A coworker of mine was talking about it. Should I watch it? I love crying. Heard it was amazing, so true. You need 5 seasons of Demon Slayer as context. I thought it only went to 3. Taku Funko Pop. Ooh. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. The movie is worth, but I don't know if that's worth. But if it's that worth, you know? I get you. I get you. Now we're cooking. I think Taku VTuber plushie would be kind of cute. I think so, too. I think in terms of feasibility, a t-shirt would be pretty simple. A kimono would be ideal. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, keychains and stickers are simple. I never even thought about that. Actually, no, you raise an excellent point. What if, actually, so just for context, you guys, these emotes here, let me send them again. So the emotes that Eri drew, this is actually Eri's first time drawing emotes. She draws other stuff, but these emotes are actually the close-up re-edited versions of what she originally sent me. When I requested emotes from her, what she drew is very detailed, but it's also kind of small. So I had to zoom in a lot of it, which is why like the bun gets cut off on the top of some of those emotes. There's actually an original image associated with each of these. They'd be really cool as stickers, though. They'd be so cool as stickers. Wow, that'd be fun. That'd be so fun. But yeah, I would buy so many Taku stickers, you have no clue. It'd be so cool. And get like a, I don't know, a random set of 10 maybe? Random set of 10 would be cool. You know, collect them all. Can be like a gacha. Maybe not 10. 5? 5 a pop. Taku gacha stickers. But no, keychain would be cool. I don't know if I like, me personally, I don't really care for keychains. I think in concept they're cool. I just don't like too much stuff cluttering my pockets. The key ring that I already have is kind of cumbersome to me. Adding stuff to it that I don't need to be carrying is, I don't really care for it. If it's like a keychain attached to like a bag, then it's fine. But like a keychain actually attached to the set of keys, no, that's chaotic. That's chaotic. If you got a hollow one, I would get one. Ooh, that'd be super cool. That'd be super cool. Maybe like 100 limited editions, and there's only like 100 stickers total. I print 100. Only 5 are hollow. And I just put them into bags at random. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool. But Ari mentioned QWQ. Yeah, I gotta get Ari back. I haven't invited Ari to stream for a while. Release the art to the Discord. Why did I not know this? I don't know if I'm allowed to necessarily. I might have to open my old laptop. I don't know if I have it on my current PC. It's been a while since I even touched the art. But don't think Ari has been on stream in like a year. It has been about a year. Roughly. I think the last time Ari was on, I'm pretty sure she name dropped me. Like, at least once. Thankfully, I don't think the VOD exists anymore, so we're good. But Taku Gacha stickers. Every few packs you get a hollow. Ah, yes. That'd be super cool. Be so cool. Taku Pokemon cards? That'd be cool too. That'd be super cool. Taku Soar? Wow. You know, sorry, every time I click away from this window, it'll pause the game. I like having the cricket sounds. Give me a second. There's actually it's okay, so not this. I'm gonna hope that I'm allowed to show this to you guys, but I don't think you guys would see this otherwise. So if you guys will remember Gecko that joined us on what day was that? Was that last Friday or something? So Gecko briefly called me Pickle Taku, and she actually, on her channel, she actually did an art segment where she drew me as a pickle. So I joined her Discord, and I actually have the picture here. So I'm gonna hope that I'm allowed to show you this, and it's probably fine. But there it is. This is what Gecko drew of me. Pickle Taku. That's me. But yeah, this is from Gecko. This is some more fan art for you guys. Some more fan art. Gecko's out there somewhere. Dark says, if you wanted me to make an action figure or Funko Pop or whatever, you could use the VTuber model as a base with Azure permission, you know. I think... Yeah, but I don't think it's super easy to make a Funko Pop. I don't know. Having a Funko Pop would be so cool, though. What's the deal? We're done. Good night. I'm just kidding. But it is really amazing. I do like it a lot. It's very cute. I like fan art a lot. I think it's... I don't know, man. Fan art just warms my heart, you know? I always appreciate it. I don't know if my monotone voice really shows the appreciation, but I very much do appreciate Taku fan art. It does warm my little Taku soul, shall we say. Bro got put into a jar. No. What can I say? Never mind. I shouldn't follow up with a sentence. No matter what I follow that up with, it's going to sound crazy. But unironically, I would buy a Taku Pokemon card. I don't know what you put on it, but be cool. Honestly, I'd probably buy my own merch. I'm not going to lie. So, good save, Taku, good save. I was going to say that the pickle juice is why I'm so sour, but yeah, I was just thinking about the pickle part, not like the jar part. So anyways, But love the art style. It is a very cool art style. It is very, very cool. I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it. I didn't even know Gecko was gonna draw me. This was like, I think Gecko was drawing me during a stream, though as I was streaming. So I didn't even know that I was tagged for the stream. But it's very cool. It's very cool indeed. But no, honestly, I would, if I had my own merch, I would love, love, love to buy my own merch. And I know that sounds kind of conceited almost, but I don't know, man. It's kind of like, you know for sure, without a shred of a doubt, people like you if you have merch. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like I don't already know that, but like, you feel it in your soul, you know? I don't know. Like I keep fan art as like my wallpapers sometimes. And it kind of brightens my day, you know? Just reminds me like, yes, someone drew this of me. And I feel like that's the same thing with merch. Like, someone made this. It's of me. I don't know. Or like if a kid draws something of you. If you had kids. Not that I know what that's like. But you know what I mean? It's some sense of pride, I guess. I think that's probably a better way to put it. It would be a sense of like, a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that I have merch. I think that's what I mean to say. So, anywho. But he's right, you know. I won't truly love Taku until I have a sticker of him on my laptop. No, I don't want to sound conceited. I know you guys like me. That's not like a question I'm asking myself. I just like, you know, I just want something to like look at and reflect upon, to be like, wow, you know? But anyways, but yeah, the earring would be cool. The glasses would be cool. The kimono would be cool. A shirt with the dread on the pocket and the logo in the back would be really cool. What else would be cool? If you found a way to put the word "come on" like a t-shirt. Oh, if there was like a button, just like one tiny button, but every time you push the button, it says "come on." That'd be cool too. It'd be kind of wild to be buying that of myself, but that'd be cool. But Crusader's commitment to Taku is unparalleled. So true. So true. But yeah, these are really cool ideas. I'll have to keep them in mind as I look into this. It would be awesome. Call it the So True merch drop. So true. Do I actually say that a lot? I didn't think about that. So true. I didn't notice the command thing until K. Scott pointed it out. Come on. Come on. So true. Damn it. I'm gonna be noticing that now. But yeah, I don't know. Be cool though. Be really cool. But I don't know. I would get a piercing if you dropped the earrings. Nice. Now that there is some dedication. Ear piercings, getting my ears pierced scares me. I don't actually have my ears pierced in real life. Needles scare me. Now, needles scare me in context. Getting a shot, scary. But if you were like, here's $40 if I can take like a bag of your blood or blood donation, the needle's not scary anymore. You know what I mean? Like if you're paying me money for my blood, then like the needle's not scary. But piercings are scary. Piercings are scary because there's no money involved. You know what I mean? No money to me. If you were paying me to pierce my ears, then you know. But if I'm not being paid, pretty scary. So even scarier if I'm paying someone else to pierce my ear. Scary. But so true. Come on, my favorite Taku quotes. Incredible, dude. Incredible. I don't really know why I stopped saying that, but I do kind of miss Incredible era. Oh, maybe that's what we should call it. I had this idea a long time ago to call to make a channel on Discord for like the eras that we're in, and I'll just like start naming eras. The moment that I feel like we're entering a new one, I'll just drop the name of the new era. Maybe we should call all the times I said incredible, we'll call that the Incredible era or something. I'm gonna forget I said that. It's already late, what can I say? But title card? What? What? And your pain response is momentarily incentivized. Monetarily incentivized, yes. If you pay me, I don't feel pain. I'm cooking so hard, I'm on fire. The Taku VTuber wig. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I don't think that's gonna sell. That would be itchy as hell, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I don't know if it'd work, but it'd be cool. I'll buy. Dude. I think the coolest thing would be if I went to a con and I saw someone dressed up as myself. Honestly, I feel like that's the one way you would get a Taku face reveal, is if I saw you in public and you were dressed like me. Honestly, that might flatter me enough to get me to reveal myself IRL. But aside from that, I don't know. Anywho, well, before you know it, I'll become Taku. Yes, you'll become me. Taku lookalike contest. If I had tried pretty hard, I feel like I could look like my model. Genuinely. I don't normally look like this, but if I tried hard enough, I could. The hair in the front might be a little difficult, but aside from that, I think I could. But I never thought about someone cosplay as me. We need big dreams, Luden! This is all a dream, obviously. I don't really know if any of this is attainable, but these are all my dreams. But the Taku Comic Con cosplay. That'd be so cool, dude. That'd be so, so cool. If I saw someone cosplay as me, you'd probably get some random Asian guy come up to you and be like, that looks incredible. And then he'd walk away. That's me. If someone ever comes up to you and says that you look incredible and then walks away, that would be me. Like a ghost in the wind. Like a fart in the wind, truly. I didn't think that far. No, I'm just brainstorming right now. I'm not necessarily I don't know. Big dreams, but I also gotta be reasonable about what's attainable. Crusader says, is this really a dream? Have we all fallen asleep already? Are you still in a dream, Snake Eater, mayhaps? Crusader would do it. Crusader, maybe you should dress up as Taku for Halloween. Ooh. That'd be cool. No. It'd be cool. You complain as Taku, and I'll cosplay as Luden. Did you mean to say complain? Honestly, I do complain a lot. I'm still in a dream. No, it would be a cool idea. Luden says no. Oh, never mind. And I did mean cosplay. Okay. Mandy as Taku. Crusader as Luden. We can make it work. But yeah, even if I cosplayed as myself, I don't know if... Could I pull it off? I mean, obviously I could, at least voice-wise. It's literally my voice, but... I'm pretty sure my voice, like, as as you hear it now is accurate to how you would hear it if you were literally sitting in the room with me. I think my mic is pretty accurate. You know how some people, they sound different over voice chat as opposed to in real life? I feel like I'm pretty accurate. Remember to arch. Oh my. What can I say? But yeah, we got a few more minutes until it's Taku bedtime. But I don't know. If I had to cosplay myself, I don't know what I'd do about the hair. Like, I could put my hair in a bun. I might need a little more time, but I think I could. I don't know what I'd do about the color, though. Maybe I'd get, like, some, like, powder of, like, that color and just kind of put it in my hair ambiguously. Don't know. Damn it, I'm out of water. Could probably do the hair easily. Guess who just burped some quesadilla into his mouth? That was me. It was in the back of my mouth, though, so I swallowed it. Anyways, what was I saying? Stickers. The kimono shirt. Hoodie would be cool. Glasses. The earrings. The wig is... That's kind of rough. Keychain. Yeah, man. All these ideas. I think you can sell some stuff through... check it right now. I'm pretty sure you can sell the stuff through Streamlabs, actually. I don't know exactly how that works. Yeah, there's a merch store on... There's a merch store on Streamlabs, actually. Oh, wait. Actually, wait. What? Can you actually? Wow. I'll have to look into that. You can actually just drag and drop and you can just sell it on a t-shirt. That's pretty cool. Okay. I need to grow my heart out a bit more before I get Taku's or Luden's length of hair. I need to grow my hair out a bit more before I get Taku or Luden's length of hair that their tubers have. Yeah, the bun I have is pretty high. Isn't it so cool how Azure did my VTuber model, by the way, for those of you that may not know channel lore. Isn't it cool how Azure did the bun? How it, like, very believably moves in the back of my head. So cool. Anywho, super glue some wigs on my dear friend. Ah, yes, permanent wig. Don't people make wigs out of real hair? Something. That, and I don't like me with long hair. It makes me look younger than I am. Long hair makes you look younger? I feel like long hair makes people look older, generally. I have been debating whether to cut my hair lately, because my hair... Like, I generally like having long hair, but I don't like sleeping with long hair, because, like, it gets to a point where it just feels like I'm sleeping on hair, you know? If the hair gets too long, the hair's, like, in my face, it's in my mouth. Anytime I, like, bend over to, like, spit in the sink or something when I'm brushing my teeth, the hair just, like, drops into my face. It's very annoying. So, it depends. Baludin says, your avatar is pretty cool. I want to renew mine because I'm using that Suica model? What is a Suica model? But no, Azure did mine. About a year and a half ago? I think we've passed the 2-year anniversary of me starting stream. And I think Azure made it about 6 to 9 months after I started. Yeah, it's been a little over a year as a VTuber. I don't know if Azure is open for that, but Azure did an excellent job. Azure did an absolutely excellent job. And it makes me look younger because when I was still in high school, I kept it long. I see. I see. Like, I like my long hair because I can put it into a ponytail, which gets it like completely out of my face. But the problem I have with short hair is that my hair grows like straight out, kind of almost like not an afro, but like it grows straight out and becomes like very round before it gains weight. Once it gains weight, then it comes down. My hair will just like my hair is very unruly short. On top of that, on top of that, if I sleep on my side with short hair, then when I wake up in the morning, there's usually like an indentation where like the push down hair begins and the unruly hair ends or whatever. Um, anyways, it's a mess. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think it's the realization that I'm out of water that has caused my brain to fry. But we're at about that time. We are at about that time. I think it is about time, almost time for me to call it a night. Not quite exactly time. Hold on. Let me see. That wasn't so bad, I think. Oh, hold on. That wasn't so bad, I think. It's amazing that we spent a wonderful 2 hours talking together. The stream was until then ASMR with Takuya. Mark's just sitting at his laptop. We're just hearing the constant crickets and dogs barking in the background. Honestly, that was kind of a nice background noise for this. But yeah. And thank you for the hydrate. Unfortunately, I do not have water. But I shall drink after the stream in your honor. But we will end it here for now. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I want to check something real quick. What month is it? Alright. But let's see. Let's see. You have never experienced ASMR with Taku. He used to have an ASMR redeem and sadly took it away forever. Yes. We used to have ASMR, but no. Nope. The ASMR redeem hybrid. Nope. Those two are not returning. And, well, part of the reason for that is actually when I do the redeem, it's really hard for me to actually focus on what I'm trying to say because, like, if I'm reading like a story something and I have to uwu the thing, then I'm too focused on the uwu and not on the redeem, or not on what's actually being said. So the dialogue gets kind of lost on me. But yeah, what can I say? What can I say? I am a thief of joy. But I do feel... Oh man, but I do feel it in my eyelids. Man, I can't even type apparently. No, it is about that time to sleep. It is about that time to sleep. We shall pick this up on Wednesday to finish Act 1 of Until Then. And I'll just title it appropriately and just say Day 5. Or something. But anywho, Mandy doesn't have video evidence of Uwu. I'm pretty sure some of the YouTube videos have... The Uwu redeem is old enough that I think some of the YouTube videos have it. But Crusader says it's almost 12 a.m. for me now. Gotta go to bed. Alright, Crusader, I hope you have a wonderful night's rest. Preston forgot ads existed. Hello, Preston. Dark says, see you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for keeping me company for, well, I mean, the whole stream, but especially talking with me for the past 2 hours. Very fun. Thank you so much for the 50 bits. Any second now. Okay, I don't know why that didn't show up. I'm gonna do my impression of the notification reading. Ready? Ready? Please give us motivation speech. Well, I don't really have a motivational speech for you, but he who gets paid gets a career in trade. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And no, honestly, I don't have a motivational speech. But believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in all that you are. You're all wonderful, wonderful people. I wish I had a motivational speech, but unfortunately, all I have to say is that I believe you guys should believe in yourselves, as I believe in you. Believe in the me that believes in you, like Gurren Lagann. Anyways, Adblock is really a game changer. I absolutely agree. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Fight to the death. Happy won. Very nice. That was way better than I expected. Luden, so kind, so true. Thank you so much, Luden, for the 50 bits. Thank you, thank you. But yes, it is my bedtime. It's about time for Malding Darktide. And then I fall asleep. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Wednesday will be a great stream, believe it. So true. And I hope to see you guys all there on Wednesday as well. I shall give you all a tuck in. Tuck, tuck. Sleepy well. Forehead kiss. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all. Thank you too. Happy, Mandy, Crusader, Dark, Luden, Preston, Azure, Kitsune. I said Dark already, right? Dark? Giggles? I hope I got everybody. Sometimes I remember and then I just like the name doesn't come out of my mouth. But yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. He's got to get up in time for his bran flakes. I'm more of a frosted mini wheats kind of man myself. But I agree. It's past 10. Go to bed. Yes. Go to bed. It's like that my old substitute teacher used to say. Every hour of sleep you get before midnight is like 2 extra hours of sleep. So, yes. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday for more Until Then. Friday is still kind of up in the air. I want to see if Giggles is available for Peak. I don't know if she is, but we'll find out. And I said thank you to Appy as well. I make sure to say Appy first. And Friday is like Peak with a giant question mark on it. I want to see if Giggles is available. And then Saturday is kind of up in the air right now, but I'll find out more on Wednesday and Friday. So have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you all for joining me, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday for actual Until Then gameplay. That would be Peak, so true. Luden can play too. Oh, want to play Peak with you? Oh, want to run trios in Peak? Oh, trios? Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm like a cardboard cutout. For those of you that haven't played with me before, I am very dry. I might not sound that way IRL, but it's pretty, or on stream, but it's bad. Anyways, we'll figure it out when the day approaches. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and I'll catch you on Wednesday. Good night, all. Thank you for a wonderful stream. Good night. Thank you for the bits. Good night.